Hello, amazing star family. It's Shauna L. Francis, and today is December 30th, 2022. Thanks for joining me for today's Ascension Daily Update. We've almost made it to the end of this year. So close. I may not make a video tomorrow. I do have a full day. If I get up early enough and I have a chance to do my thing in the morning, I'll do it. Otherwise, we'll have to wait, and I will catch up with everybody on the 1st. So today, it was all energetic, but I did want to make a video because it was just so incredible, and I'm still feeling like I'm in that field. And it was a twin flame experience is how they explained it. So I want to just walk you through how this went, and just because I find it fascinating, even though it's a little embarrassing. And just we'll leave you with this, and maybe some of this energy, you guys can tap into some of this energy and get a feel for what this was like. All right, so did my normal thing, went down the elevator. I had Isa with me, and came down, and everything seemed perfectly normal. I do actually, I'm going to back up. Before I actually went down the elevator, I was feeling like, wow, okay, Metatron, are you there? You know, what, here we go, you know, just kind of thinking about the last few days and what's been said, and talking about, you know, what's in store for me as we get deeper and deeper into the reptilian disclosure. And I spent maybe 20 minutes spinning my Merkaba around me and feeling really anchored in that. So by the time I went down in the elevator, I was really pretty deep into my meditative state. All right, so I get down into the elevator, get off at the first floor. Everything seemed really normal. Blue sky. I sat there for a minute, imagining the sunshine beating down on my face, my body, and I turned around and I got the backside of my body warm on the sun. We haven't seen the sun here in so long, and it's just this really dark gray sky. You can't even see the clouds. It's just all gray, and it's been raining a lot. So I did that before I sat down, felt the tap, tap, tap. I'm like, oh great, here we go. We're getting started. Said, thank you so much. Please have a seat. And I instantly noticed that my energy felt like it was doing a deep dive. So very strong energy frequency coming in before I even had any visuals. And then I started seeing more fur, brown fur this time, big body, tall being, and I thought, wow, is this like a Sasquatch type? Is this a Sasquatch type being? Maybe an inner earth situation, I'm not really sure, but definitely was getting that visual that this was, you know, a large brown, furry, hairy type being sitting in the hot seat today. And I said, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope I'm seeing you correctly. I'm definitely feeling your energy. I said, wherever you'd like to start. And it was just quiet. It was just quiet. And then I kind of just felt my heart open up a little bit. And then I'm seeing this being's hands on the side of my face. And then it was like a forehead to forehead thing. And then I'm just hearing, just relax, just relax. I'm like, okay. You know, this being, it was instant trust. Even though he looked a little menacing, the energy was definitely all love and trust. So I just went with it. So hands on the side of the face, forehead to forehead. You know, and I'm seeing like 4 fingers and a thumb and dark fingernails, you know, hair on the hands, you know. And then pretty quickly, I'm feeling my body merge into this being's body. Like, it's like double vision. Like, you know, if this is him and this is me, we just start going like this. Just start merging. We just start coming together front to front. And I just let it happen. And this isn't the first time I've experienced something like this, but this was it happened very quickly. It's like, wow, here we go. So this went on for maybe 7 or 8 minutes where there's no talking. It is just about this energy exchange and coming together to like what felt literally like physically coming together, like overlapping body to body here through our fields. And I just felt like I was melting, like the physical part of me just was starting to melt away. And it was just this energy. Another few minutes went by, and then I feel the connection with what I'd call the hara. So just a couple inches below the belly button, if that's the sacral chakra or what have you. But just when that connection happened, it was like a flame shot up my body. One of those euphoric blasts of energy, like that just it just lights you up. I thought, oh boy, here we go. There was a time early on in my awakening through the Clarion Call book and Archangel Metatron, where I was feeling that all the time. That was a big tactic that they used to wake me up and to get me to take this whole thing seriously. So it reminded me of that. And then after that, I kind of am just getting mentally lost in the energies, just again, like that feeling of merging as one with this being, the no boundaries. No, I'm not here, he's not there. We are it's all just energy merging together, chakra to chakra aligning. It was, I was really feeling that my vibration was raising quite rapidly. We got to that point where I'd gotten to before with Melchizedek when we were doing 1 to 2 hours of just energy work together, where it hit that place where it was a fine vibration, just a hum all over my body. And they were saying, this is where you want to be all the time. It was like that. We'd gotten to that point fairly well. It probably was a half hour by this time. And then it was kind of, I'm seeing some things here. I'm seeing like, I don't know, planets and like the rings of Saturn. And we just are kind of floating out here in this weird ether, kind of just dancing with this energy. And it was just feeling so safe and so beautiful. I mean, it was actually pretty fun, And then at a certain point, we switched gears. And then, this is kind of like the embarrassing point. I picture myself kind of cradled in his arm right here. Like I'm really tiny and he's really big. And he's just like cradling me. It reminded me, I kept getting visuals of like King Kong with Jessica Lange and, the King Kong movies from like the 70s or 80s, whenever that was. Like just feeling really it was like a yin and a yang of masculine and feminine, and just like this nurturing, safe place, and just like being okay with being held and feeling really vulnerable that way, but being really okay with that. Feeling very much this unconditional love, but beyond love, like love, we use that word so much. It's even beyond the word love. It's just like this being held, being nurtured, being seen and protected and uplifted. And then I was seeing, rainbows and stars, like in 3D kind of coming out of our bodies together. It was like out of a dream or something. I just felt just immersed in this field with this being, just wrapped up in it and just loving it, just being so okay with it. And then it's like I could have just been in that field forever. Like I could have just stayed there forever and just allowed that to be immersed in that vibration. All right, so an hour and 20 minutes had gone by. And, he kind of faded away. And then I felt really, really heavy in my body, like all this energy that we were just in, which was really light and fluffy and immersive, just was draining out of my body into the earth. I believe I was anchoring this into the planet. And then that switched gears, and I felt like I was anchoring it in our collective field that we all share here, the Army of Light. So just bringing whatever this was, concentrate it into my body, and then disperse it here at this level, on this side of the veil. And that process seemed to kind of even out, and I'm kind of feeling myself come back to reality. And I just like laid back and just went, oh my gosh, what has just happened here? And I looked at the clock, and it had been 1 hour and 30 minutes of this. And I was just really just so speechless coming out of this. But I did hear, Shauna, can we talk? I'm like, oh yeah. So I kind of snap out of it, and I hit the record button again. And I said, thank you for whatever that was. It was so beautiful. I'm feeling just speechless. And I want to say thank you, and that it was lovely. And they said, yes, Shauna, this was a combined twin flame energy, just a taste of it, to help lift your vibrations even further, to let you know just how serious we are about this relationship with you, and about protecting you and loving you and guiding you. We hope this helps you not be so afraid or apprehensive about moving forward, knowing the power of this love, feeling it for yourself. Yeah, they've told me from the very beginning that the twin flame energies are a big part of what's going to help get Mother Earth and humanity up to the next level for ascension. So we're all coming together with our twin flames. I have experienced some of this twin flame energy before, but this was different. This was really, instead of like feeling more like a blast and kind of then it fading out over, say, the course of a few minutes, this was 90 minutes of just being immersed in that field. It was just incredible. And I said, well, I said, thank you again. I'm like, I'm a bit confused. Where is my twin flame? Who is this other being? How did all that work? And they said, don't overthink it too much, dear one. Your twin flame is here and helped with the transmission of energy, our dearest, connecting it beyond the veil directly to your deepest core. I said, well, it feels so intoxicating. Like it was an intoxicating feeling, but so much better than anything we could get intoxicated by here on Earth. And they said, it's just a taste, Shauna. You get to look forward to being immersed even further and further into that field as the plan progresses, uplifting the collective and beyond that, all frequencies here on the planet. I said, gosh. I said, well, what do I do now with this energy? They said, just enjoy it, dear one, plenty where that came from. We will continue to do this from time to time. And that's basically where we ended. Oh, and I'd taken a break. I'd come back to see if there was anybody else who wanted to come in, and the answer was no. So this was it for today. I can't wait to go back into my journals from 2018 and look this up. Excuse me. Metatron made a very big deal about the twin flame energies coming together and how I would be immersed in this field at some point. So over 4 years ago, they told me that this would be happening. Now we are starting this process. Wow. You guys, journal what you've got going on. It's incredible to be able to go back and look as things start to unfold. And, especially if things are confusing, write all that stuff down, because eventually it's going to make sense. All the pieces start coming together. All the I's get dotted and the T's get crossed, and things start to coalesce and make a lot more sense as time goes. Oh my goodness. So that was my afternoon. Really, really cool. All right, guys. I hope that everybody has a wonderful New Year's Eve, wonderful and safe. Happy New Year to each of you, our beautiful team here assembled around the world. We are rocking this thing, you guys. Thanks for everything that you're doing for each other, all the support you're giving me, reaching out, all the help with my diet and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's a perfect New Year's resolution, along with half the world here. Change my diet, get on the plan. Okay, team, enjoy yourselves this weekend. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll definitely see you the next day. All right, team, I love you. Mwah.